Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number RM7910, pardon me, RM7920-16-629. So this is a door pull is what it is. A really nice, modern, obviously looking door pull. Square in its design. You're going to very commonly see these installed in pairs, single doors, whatever the case might be. Weighs 2.49 pound, this size does, in both the 16-inch center-to-center and the 629. So the RM7920 is literally representative of this shape of pull in the 3/4-inch square design. They call this the GeoMetek Narrow Profile Offset Rectangular Pull. You can certainly see why it's rectangular. It's offset because the pull handle, rather than coming down here, comes down offset. That's nice because if you had to get your hand to a key cylinder, to a cylinder inside of here, you'd want it to be offset. Okay? Or you want it to be offset just for the beautiful look of it as well. This is 16-inch on center, which means it'll be 17.5-inch overall length. Yeah, of course I said that wrong. It'd be 16 3/4 overall length. 16 plus 3/8 plus 3/8. 16-inch centers. Yep, that is indeed the case. So we know that it is 3/4-inch stock. The overall projection, 2 1/4. To the inside is 2 1/2. Okay. The offset, the total offset amount now, the total, about 2 1/4 as well. Okay, so very symmetrical sort of pull. This pull the client ordered with a Type 1 through bolt mount. That just literally means machine bolts and a countersunk finish washer, okay, for bolting it through the door. Not a bad idea, but you might consider other options for mounting it. And let's take a look at the extended description information on screen together, and we'll look at additional information along with the other mounting types. So this is the item that we're looking at here. Extended description information is here. GeoMetek Narrow Profile Offset Rectangular Pull, 3/4 by 3/4, 16-inch, 2 1/4 projection. Other finishes. They can do it in satin brushed stainless steel. They can do it in the 629, which is a polished stainless, which is the item that we are looking at. They can also do it in a powder-coated dark bronze or oil rub bronze equivalent, which is a powder-coated dark bronze over stainless. Speaking of powder coat, this description is a bit out of date because they can certainly do black, they can do white, and possibly other colors as well. Certainly other colors. Rockwood is incredibly accommodating when it comes to custom and special requests. Custom sizes are available up to 48-inch. I think they'll stop at 48 because you can really get some deflection in the handle when you go longer than 48. It's possible to take that and bow that out a little bit. And there's no way to really add a mid-post to this sort of design. Now, we talked about mounting. Here are some mounting options listed here. Type 1, 6, 5, and 13. Let's look at the mounting drawings. Type 1 is that through bolt. Type 6 is a concealed prep for a for a metal or an aluminum door. You can also do a type for a wood door as well. A wood door concealed. If you want that, reach out to us. I will pull that up for you and let you know what that is. Type 5 is typical back-to-back. Specify your door thickness. Specify your door thickness on anything through-bolted, whether it be a single through-bolt or back-to-back. Type 13 is the same as Type 5, except it's intended for glass, and it will give you some additional hardware, neoprene bushing, and washers you would need. Now, let's see what else we've got here. Sample technical drawing template. Let's take a look at template. That's a dimensional drawing of the item showing different sizes that can be done. Okay. Printable cut sheet. It's probably going to be a very basic document, and it is. Not much to see there. Template we looked at, sample technical drawing. This is what something would look like when it comes from the factory for us to review prior to manufacturing. And in fact, this exact document is dimensionally identical to the handle that we have here. Indeed, it might even be for the same order. Now, I talked about different mounting types. There is a link here to the manufacturer's page. And when that document opens up, we will find a link called Mounting Part Kits, Kit Parts Master Table. And we can scroll through the catalog, or this encyclopedic sort of reference. And here are the other surface mount types. So the type 6 is a surface concealed. If you want a riv nut included with that, riv nuts are also known out in the field as jack nuts. As you tighten that bolt, it will fold the bolt over the inside wall of what you're attaching it to. Would certainly be appropriate for steel and aluminum. You can also do a Type 8, which would be a version for the for a wood door with a knife insert. The Type 17 and the Type 17R you can't do. There's not enough dimension available on the pull handle to accommodate that double cone head style. But this document's handy because if you ever needed to see all of the different possible types of mounts and parts for that, you'd be able to do so. So I had also said that there might be a more elegant way to go about mounting this material, and that would be using the Type 12. And we're going to scroll till we find it. Here we go. Type 12 or Type 15, decorative exposed through bolt, where that is a very nice decorative piece of material. It's round, so be mindful of that. It would be neat if it was square. You know, I'm actually going to ask Rockwood if they can do that. Make a square version of that, since the pull itself is so geometrical, you know, in its design. But that Type 12 through bolt might be an option as well. Okay. So that link also to the manufacturer's page will allow you to review not only all of the Rockwood products we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full line catalog. Let's wrap up this video on camera. Now, where would you use this pull? Anywhere. Anywhere where you wanted to make a really great modern type of statement. Why you might want something 16-inch might be perfect for a 7-foot door. It might be also perfect for something a little bit taller. If you had maybe an 8-inch pull on a door and you had 8-foot doors, maybe you'll want something a little bit taller. This looks great alone. It looks great as a pair. I've seen these in all kinds of places. And this actual pull, there are 4 of them, and they are going to Hong Kong. So I don't know the end user. They're going to a locksmith in Hong Kong, but they obviously have a client who's looking for some really great looking pulls. Okay. Now what's great about the 629 is that while it's very highly polished and reflective, it's not 625. 625 would be a polished chrome plating over solid brass. This is nothing other than solid stainless that is highly polished. So over time, as that finish kind of becomes a bit dull, you'll be able to get the proper polishing compound and bring that up to a very high reflective polish. My regret, of course, is the fact that I've put my hands all over it, and before I ship it to the client, I'll grab one of my yellow chamois and wipe it down and get it back into the packaging. Speaking of the packaging, Rockwood does a really nice job with packaging their material in almost all instances. There have been a couple of times that they've left a little to be desired, but they've gotten really good at making sure the stuff's just going to show up very well. I'm partial to Rockwood, and I hope that comes through in this video. They are a can-do company with a can-do attitude, with can-do people. If there's a request that no one else will do, send it to Rockwood. Send it to Rockwood first, and then listen to everyone else say no, especially when it comes to customization of plates and punching holes and cutting stuff. They're just exceptional when it comes to that. I have found if they have the machinery to do it, they're going to do it. They will be happy to do it. Any questions on the Rockwood RM7920? Oh gosh. Before we break this party up, on that manufacturer's page, there is a link to the architectural door pulls. Let's switch back to the screen view and let me show that to you. Okay, it was very important for me to show this to you. I had forgotten. Architectural door pulls. And when you fire this catalog up, if you're looking at the RM7920, you're probably going to want to see all of the other options when it comes to this. So I just did a find function on my keyboard for RM7920, and I got to finding that pull and its sister product, the RM7930, which is 3/4 by 1.5 inch. And as you see in this catalog, you go through this, you're going to find an outrageous quantity of options. In fact, there are 116 pages practically of custom door pulls. Unless you're ordering this for a job where it's been specified, great. If you're ordering this for yourself, I'd probably take a little bit of time and scroll through here. It's very likely you're going to find something else. It's very likely you'll find many things that you like and then find it difficult to choose. So I wanted to be sure that I showed you this catalog. In conclusion, very nice quality pull. If you have any questions on this RM7920 or any other Rockwood item, please feel free to reach out to us. Be mindful, Rockwood is a manufacturer. They make things to order. Lead times on things like this are generally 2 weeks. Sometimes when you get into some leather-wrapped pulls, they will be 3 weeks, or maybe if you've gotten into some of their arbor tech, it will be 3 weeks as well, especially if you've ordered a super premium finish, a super premium wood with a finish, a tung oil, a clear, whatever it might be. So be mindful, plan ahead. The good news about planning ahead is the Rockwood product line, their material is always well worth the wait. Any questions on the RM7920 in a 629 finish, 16-inch, or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.